So my name is Tabor, and I saw that your name is Katie, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, is that what you like to go by also?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just kind of, want to see kind of what brings you in here today, but before that, I just kind of want to talk about confidentiality. So everything you say in here is confidential, so it stays in here unless you tell me that you want to kill yourself or kill someone else, or if, like, child abuse, for example, is involved. You have any questions about that?
No.
Okay. So I'm really glad that you are meeting with me through telehealth. I know this can be a little, informal, but I'm very glad you're here today. So just tell me kind of what brings you in here today.
So I got in a fight with my boyfriend, and I called the cops because he was hurting me, and they took me to jail because I was drunk, but I still got hurt.
Okay. So you were getting into a fight, if I get this correct, with your boyfriend, and then you went to jail for it. And you were also drunk at the time, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Um, so are you on probation right now? So what brings you here to this clinic today?
So I haven't had court yet, but I was told that it would probably look better if I went to therapy first.
Right.
Before they told me
Well,
I had to.
Right. I'm very happy that you took the initiative to come today. It can be hard sometimes to take that step, especially if you weren't forced. There's a suggestion. So I'm glad you're here today. Um, so what's kind of going on with the boyfriend? Are you guys living together right now?
Well, he's still in jail. So
Okay.
we have the house together, but he's not there. But
Right.
I don't know when he's gonna get out of jail, and I can't really afford it, so I'll probably move out. But I'm just gonna wait till court's done because I might just go back to jail, and who knows?
Okay. When you were mentioning earlier that you went to jail and he didn't go to jail, you kind of seemed angry. So can you kind of tell me what brings that emotion out?
Oh, he went to jail too, but I didn't do anything, so I don't know why I went to jail. He had a black eye, but I don't know. So just, he probably got it from somebody else because I didn't do anything, and I just don't understand. It's just so frustrating.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I can tell you have a lot of emotions over this. You're upset because he's still in jail and you're mad about the whole situation. Yeah. But like I said, I'm glad you're in here today. So you said you were drunk. Do you remember the night?
You know, a little.
Okay.
I don't know. So I remember we went to Walmart. We got Fireball. We took a lot of shots of Fireball, and I remember calling the cops. And then I was in a drunk tank or something. I don't know. And then
Okay.
I was real hungover the next day.
Okay. Is this usual for you two? To get drunk like this
The
and
cops
kind of
coming's
maybe
not
black
usual,
out?
I can tell you that.
Was that again?
The cops coming's not usual. I can tell
Okay.
you that.
Okay, so that was unusual. So that was a different thing. Okay.
Us drinking isn't that weird.
The drinking wasn't that weird. Okay, so that's kind of a common thing for you and your boyfriend to drink on the weekends or.
Well, I'm 21.
Okay.
I don't know why it's a problem.
Right. Okay. Since you're coming in for going to jail for alcohol and kind of getting into a fight, I would just really like to ask you some questions just to kind of give me a better idea of what's going on and maybe how much is the alcohol in your life, just to kind of figure out where we're at. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's a normal drink that you would have?
Half a fifth.
Half a fifth. Okay. Okay. So, how often do you have a drink containing alcohol? Is it every day, a few times a week, month? What kind of?
Well, I don't drink hard alcohol during the week. I just have a beer or two at night. But I drink, I go ham and on the weekends.
Okay. Do you feel like you have a drink, like a beer, for example, and then the alcohol on the weekends every night, at least some?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, how many drinks containing alcohol, do you have on a typical day when you are drinking? So, for example, during the week with the beer, how many drinks are you having in the day?
I don't drink until I get off work, and then well, to be honest, we probably go through a 24 pack of Coors Light every single night together. So he drinks a little more than me, though, so maybe 10.
Okay, so about 10 a day.
Yeah, but that Coors Light's like half water.
Okay, okay. And that's pretty regular for you. How long has that been going on that you've been drinking about, let's say, a pack a day or half a pack?
College, since college. I dropped
Okay,
out.
and you
Well,
said you were 21 now.
no, I'm over 21.
You're over 21. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay, okay. Did you start drinking before college?
Yeah, but I
Or
wasn't
even before
having.
21? Or?
Yeah, but I wasn't having, that. I mean, I couldn't even get alcohol unless someone else got it for me, so I didn't have it as much. I started drinking real good when I was able to buy it myself at 21.
Okay, okay. How often do you have 6 or more drinks on one occasion? So I know you said that maybe you have like the
Daily.
10 in one day. Is it the same for the weekend that you drink maybe more than that?
Yes, I drink more on the weekends.
Okay.
Sunday, I try to keep it down to 8 because it's the Lord's Day.
Okay. Okay. So that's a motivation for you? Is your spiritual or like a religion? Does that play a part for you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. I'm glad that you find strength in something specifically like religion or your spirituality. That's great.
Thank you.
How often during the last year have you found that you were not able to stop drinking once you started?
As soon as I start drinking, it's on. That's why I normally would be like, oh, I'll just have a beer or two tonight, and then, oh, we got to go buy more tomorrow.
Okay, so do you feel like
If it
that's
touches my
daily?
lips, yes, because I drink every day, and if it touches my lips, more's coming.
Okay. How often during the last year have you failed to do what was normally expected from you because of drinking? So, for example, did you miss some promises, like, or occasions, like, for example, like a birthday, or did you miss work because of drinking?
Well, I don't go to parties if I can't drink there. I don't really see the point. So if they're not letting me drink there, I'm not going. So that's there's no alcohol, I'm not going.
Okay.
With work, I've been hungover before, but I don't know. I haven't gotten in trouble. I don't stink of booze when I go in.
Okay. Have you ever missed work because of alcohol?
Well, I did when I went to jail.
Okay.
So
But
yeah.
other than that, have you ever, went to work like drunk from like maybe the night before? Or?
Well, not intentionally, but it has happened. But I wash up and it's fine. Um, I don't think my managers know. They haven't said
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Okay. How often during the last year have you needed a drink in the morning to get yourself going after a heavy drinking session? So, for example, you drink that night before, and then you wake up that next morning and you're like, I just need to start off the day with some alcohol.
Well, I guess I lied a little. So I do have sometimes one beer in the morning before work, but it just stops me from being so hungover. It's not even like,
Okay.
ooh, I'm trying to party. I'm trying to be alive.
Okay. Okay. So do you feel like if you don't have alcohol pretty regularly in your system, how do you feel? Like your body, do you feel okay? Do you feel kind of crappy?
I get the shakes. If I don't
You get
drink,
the
I get the
shake?
shakes. Yeah. That's when I know I need
Okay.
another beer and I go get one. So I've never let it get
Okay.
farther than that.
Okay. So after drinking the alcohol, however much you're drinking, you feel better?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is that usually like a can of beer, for example, that would take to make you feel better? Is it, you
Hmm.
know, a
Oh.
couple?
Uh, Probably two. Well, what I go is I go get a tall one. You know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about? So I think
Right.
that's two.
Okay.
Because one
Okay.
just doesn't do it. It'll help me for maybe half the day, but I can't get over, the lunchtime. But if I have a tall boy, we're good.
Okay. Once you're at work, have you ever had a drink of alcohol, like maybe on a lunch break, or like bring alcohol in, for example, your purse?
Well, once or twice.
Okay,
Do you
once or
know where I
twice.
work?
Once or twice, like from when, like within the last year, within the last month.
The week?
Okay, so once or twice a week that happens.
Yeah. Do you know where
Okay,
I work?
I do not know where you work.
Okay, good.
How often during the last year have you had a feeling of guilt or shame or remorse after drinking?
Well, probably a couple times a month.
Okay. All right, I can see in your face that you're having, some even thoughts of like guilt right now. Your face changed. Walk me through that. What are you thinking about?
Well, honestly, I started thinking about some of the stuff that's happened, the friendships I've lost and stuff, and I just makes me want to drink. I don't want to think about that stuff.
Right. So what I'm hearing from you is that
Excuse me, my
a lot
dogs are
has
barking.
happened.
I'm sorry,
What'd you say?
I have a bunch of dogs. They're barking. So excuse
Okay,
me.
that's fine. I understand that.
Yeah, no,
Um, so what I'm hearing from you is that you're drinking and it has caused some problems and guilt and shame because, for example, you've lost friends, and the only way to take care of that is just to keep drinking and avoid those thoughts and feelings. Is that correct?
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. How does that make you feel dealing with all of that?
Well, I guess that's why I drink, because I don't like feeling about that. Because thinking that I can't even handle my own thoughts without a drink is pretty piss poor. So I don't feel great about it, and I think that's why I want to drink.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're able to, recognize that. And it takes a lot of strength to recognize maybe why you drink and what's kind of going on with you. So
Thank
I'm
you.
glad we're talking about this.
Thank you.
Okay. How often during the last year have you been unable to remember what happened the night before because you were drinking?
At least once a week.
Okay. So once a week you
Yeah.
maybe black out or forget?
Yeah, most Saturdays, because that's, normally when I drink the most. Because I try not, like I told you, it's only 8 on Sunday and around 10. But, Saturdays are when I could finish a bottle if it comes down to it. And once I get down to the bottom of the bottle, I don't remember anything.
Okay. So going off of that and kind of blacking out and just forgetting pretty often, it sounds like. Have you ever woke up with injuries or someone told you that something happened the night before?
Uh, yes, that happens even if
Okay.
I'm not totally blacked out. It'll be something that maybe, I don't know if I repressed it, or they call it browning out, where you're almost blacking out. And it'll be, I'll be covered in bruises, and I'll have texts from people saying, "Why did you do that last night?" And I don't even know what they're talking about.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever had to go to the emergency room or anything for any injuries or?
Um, I had to go to a doctor. Yeah, I sprained my ankle. I guess I jumped off the top of the roof. I didn't want to say that. I don't know. I was embarrassed, but I did. I just jumped, and luckily, all I did was sprain my ankle, which is honestly kind of crazy. But maybe it's because my body was just all loosened up by the alcohol.
Okay. How did you feel going to the doctor after that injury? What were kind of some thoughts going through your head?
I lied to him, and
Okay.
I told him that I was playing tennis.
That you were
And
playing tennis? Okay.
yes, and honestly, I don't think he believed me because I probably still smelled like alcohol.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, it does sound like during that day and kind of hearing from other people and obviously seeing the injuries that you felt some shame
Yeah, I
and
felt like shit.
embarrassment, and you hated to admit it.
Oh, absolutely. Who jumps off of the roof? I mean, that's
Right.
wild.
Right. Yeah, a lot of emotions surrounding something like that. I understand that. Okay. Has a relative, friend, or a doctor, or anybody else, or even a health worker, been concerned about your drinking or suggested that you cut down?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay.
All of the above. I feel like everyone but my man, who's in jail right now for the same shit as me, has told me, and that's what I mean by losing friends. They'll be like, I don't like the way you talk to me when you drink. I don't like the things you do. You're going to kill yourself.
Okay. Has that happened within the last year?
Yes. It's happened within the last 30 minutes, probably, before I talk to you.
Okay. How does that feel, hearing from people like close to you or even strangers?
Feels like shit. I mean, I don't. For one, it's none of their business, but I guess it's also, if everybody's saying it and I go to jail and now I have to do therapy, maybe it's true. I don't know. The more I talk to you and you ask me these questions, and, I can't drink right now because they got a breathalyzer on my car, the more I think about it, I do think that, maybe they're right.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you've been really thinking just from even this session of like maybe what's going on and how bad has this became. And you're really trying to like figure out kind of what's going on, which is, go back to like I think it's great that you're here.
Thank you.
So counting up, we finished that questionnaire that I just asked you, and kind of counting up and some of the answers you gave me. So to be a score of 8 or more, it's considered to indicate that you are starting to drink hazardly or, where it's harmful to you, to your body, physically, mentally. And you're over that 8 number. How does that feel to hear that?
Am I?
What'd you say?
What number am I?
What number are you? You are at 24.
So I'm like really above 8?
Yes.
Well, shit. I guess that kind of goes with what I just said. The more I'm talking about it and I can't drink, this is Diet Coke, by the way, don't worry. The more I'm hearing 24 when 8's the top. That's crazy.
Right. I can see on your face, your eyes, you seem really shocked when I told you the number. Is that true?
Yes. How high does it go? Hell. Is 24 the top? That's what it seems like.
It's pretty close. Yeah. So that's why I'm glad that, we're taking this step.
Thank you.
So,
thank you for not judging me.
What'd you say again?
Thank you for not judging me.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I think it's great that you are coming in here. That's the hardest step. So I think that was great, and you should applaud yourself for coming in here and just talking about this. It's hard. So before we go more into the assessment, do you feel on a scale 1 to 10, so picture a ruler, since I have a ruler in front of you, 10 being the highest to be motivated and 1 being not motivated at all, where do you think you are on that ruler?
6.
A 6? Okay. So why did you choose a 6 instead of a 3, for example?
Well, I probably would have picked like a 2 or 3 before we started talking, but now I'm starting to see, adding up all those numbers, that it is kind of a big deal. So I think just talking about it and not being able to drink when I'm feeling like shit probably is helping in that process.
Okay. So I'm just hearing you, maybe coming into this, you might have been a little resistive and frustrated with going to jail for drinking. And now after kind of talking about it, maybe you're starting to realize, like, maybe this is a bigger problem than I even thought. Even after everybody's been telling me, it took this to kind of realize what's kind of going on. Okay. How do you think we could get to an 8, for example?
um,
What can I do for you? What can we do together?
I think that if I find a way to not to where I don't need to numb it and I can just feel it, that
Right.
would help.
Okay, so you don't want to feel the numbness and avoidance of the thoughts. You want to work on it and maybe feel it and not feel the need to drink the alcohol to drown it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's an amazing goal to start at. And like I said, I think that's great that you're able to recognize this. And this is a huge step that you took. So I think that's great. Okay, so obviously we have some more assessment to do. But, for right now, I think we'll end it here. I think you did it great. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, well, thank you, and I will see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Thank